Governor Ducey signing a bill into law that could remove voters from Arizona's early ballot mailing list. And it would happen if a voter does not return at least one early ballot over the course of 4 years. So this morning we are joined by Navajo Nation President Jonathan Nez. Thank you for being here. Want to get right to this. You have been very vocal about your disagreement with the measure. So let's talk about your concerns.
Good morning, Kaylee. This is just not in the state of Arizona. This is a systematic approach to suppressing our votes throughout this country. You have Senate Bill 1485, Senate Bill 1713, Senate Bill 1106, Senate Bill 1003 that was signed last week. So this is a systematic approach to push back on voting. And, we hope that the state legislature acknowledges that, the elections and voting should be a lot easier for citizens throughout the country and, of course, in the state. But, with Senate Bill 1485, we believe it suppresses voters. And, with the new laws that have been enacted in the recent years here on the Navajo Nation, early voting is what our Navajo people do every election. And now with showing your ID and going to your county seat to verify votes, I see that some of these 150,000 people that are going to get removed from the permanent early voting list, I guess the permanent goes out the door now, the early voting list, many of them may be Navajos, because some of them have to, if they don't have their ID, have to go to the county seat to verify their ballots. And, none of our county seats are on the Navajo Nation. You have to drive hundreds of miles and hours just to go to the county seat to get your ballot verified. And many of our people don't have the resources to do that.
So you're saying that these measures are going to make it much more difficult for people who struggle to get the information that's needed. There are supporters, though, who are claiming, President Nez, that the measure will actually ensure that ballots are not being mailed to voters who have maybe moved or are maybe no longer eligible to vote. Maybe they've passed on. What do you say to them?
Well, we have to keep the election process open for everyone. Now, I can see that removing people that may have passed should be delegated to the county recorders to do that. It shouldn't have to take a legislative action or even the governor's signature to do that. But here on Navajo, you got elders that don't even have birth certificates because they were born at home. And IDs, they might not be able to get IDs because they don't have a birth certificates. We have our own tribal IDs or tribal census cards that we can use, but some of the bills here don't even acknowledge that we have our own process to verify our citizens. For instance, the Senate Bill 1713 asks that they provide a date of birth and a driver's license. And, again, some of our Navajo citizens, especially our elders, are not able to have one. And it takes a long process to get our elders their birth certificate.
Well,
so if they don't have it in multiple elections, they're going to get taken off the voting list.
So much of it is just about, making sense of what is happening and trying to make sure that our viewers know what's happening. And we do appreciate your insight this morning. This is President Jonathan Nez of the Navajo Nation. Thank you so much. Iris?